Ever wondered why New York is nicknamed the Big Apple? This bustling city, teeming with life, has countless stories to tell. Today, we're peeling back the layers of the city that never sleeps, revealing the top 15 mind-blowing facts about New York. From its iconic skyline to its underground secrets, there's more than meets the eye in this melting pot of culture. So, buckle up because we're about to take a bite out of the Big Apple. Stay tuned as we count down from 15 to 1. Starting at number 15, let's talk about the famous nickname, the Big Apple. This moniker dates back to the Roaring '20s, with its roots firmly planted in horse racing. Yes, you heard right, horse racing. New York City's racetracks were considered the pinnacle of the sport, the big prize, hence the Big Apple. It wasn't until the late '70s that the nickname was popularized by a tourism campaign, and since then, it's stuck. So, now you know where the nickname the Big Apple comes from. Moving on to number 14, the New York Skyline. This iconic site is a living, breathing entity, always evolving, always changing. With over 6,000 skyscrapers, the city's silhouette is a testament to human ambition and architectural prowess. Each building, each structure adds a new chapter to the city's rich history. From the historic Flatiron Building to the modern marvel of One World Trade Center, the Skyline tells a story of resilience and innovation. And that's why the New York skyline is never the same. At number 13, we have the iconic Statue of Liberty. This grand dame of New York is steeped in history, standing tall as a beacon of hope and freedom. Constructed in France, she was a generous gift to the United States, symbolizing the friendship between the two nations. Her torch, a light in the darkness, signifies enlightenment, while her tablet represents law and order. A symbol of freedom and democracy, that's Our Lady Liberty. Number 12 takes us underground to the New York subway system. This intricate network is a marvel of human ingenuity. With its vast size and complexity, it operates like a well-oiled machine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Its historical significance is also profound, having been the lifeblood of the city's transportation since the early 20th century. It's more than just a means of getting from point A to point B. Without a doubt, the subway is the pulse of New York. Coming in at number 11 is Central Park. This urban retreat spanning over 840 acres is an integral part of the New Yorker's life. From the bustling Bethesda Terrace to the tranquil Ramble, Central Park offers a myriad of unique experiences. It's not just a park, it's a world-class theater, a verdant cinema, and an open-air concert hall. With its own zoo, castle, and even a reservoir, it's no wonder Central Park is a green oasis in the heart of a concrete jungle. Now we've reached the top 10. First off, the bridges. New York City is home to over 2,000 bridges, but two stand out. The iconic Brooklyn Bridge, the world's first steel wire suspension bridge, and the George Washington Bridge, which carries over 100 million vehicles a year, making it one of the busiest bridges on the planet. Next up, the museums. The city is a hub for art and culture, boasting over 100 museums. The Metropolitan Museum of Art alone houses over 2 million works, spanning 5,000 years of history. And let's not forget the Guggenheim, with its spiraling architecture and modern art collection. Then there's Broadway, the heart of American theater. Did you know that the longest-running Broadway show, The Phantom of the Opera, has been enchanting audiences for over 3 decades? Broadway's vibrant lights and stellar performances are a testament to New York's love for the arts. Moving on to the population. New York is the most populous city in the United States. With over 8 million residents, it's more populated than 40 of the 50 U.S. states. It's a melting pot of cultures, with over 800 languages spoken. Last in this set, Wall Street, known as the financial capital of the world. Wall Street is more than just a street. It's a symbol of economic power and influence. The New York Stock Exchange, located on Wall Street, is the world's largest stock exchange by market capitalization of its listed companies. From bridges to Broadway, New York is full of surprises. We're down to the top 5. Let's dive right in. Times Square, often referred to as the crossroads of the world, is a bustling hub of activity. Its bright lights, massive billboards, and throngs of people make it one of the most visited tourist attractions worldwide. But did you know Times Square is named after the New York Times? The newspaper moved its headquarters to the Times Building, now known as One Times Square, in 1904. And the square got its current name. Moving on, one can't talk about New York without mentioning its cuisine. The city's vast diversity is mirrored in its food. From the iconic New York-style pizza, and pretzels sold on street corners, to high-end dining experiences in Manhattan, New York's culinary scene is a gastronomic adventure that never ends. And let's not forget the classic New York cheesecake, a dessert so popular it's become synonymous with the city itself. Next, the languages. New York is a veritable Tower of Babel with over 800 languages spoken. In fact, it's one of the most linguistically diverse cities in the world. Walk down any street and you're likely to hear Spanish, Chinese, Russian, and Hindi, among others. This multicultural tapestry adds an extra layer to the city's charm and appeal. Finally, the neighborhoods. Each of New York's 5 boroughs, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island, is made up of numerous diverse and unique neighborhoods. From the historic brownstones of Brooklyn Heights to the vibrant murals of Spanish Harlem, every neighborhood has its own character and story to tell. So there you have it, from Times Square to the city's diverse cuisine, New York is truly a melting pot. And finally, at number 1. We're turning the spotlight to a truth that leaves many baffled. Despite its grandeur and global fame, New York City is not the capital of New York State. That title goes to Albany. Yes, you heard it right. Albany, a city nestled around 200 miles north of the city that never sleeps, holds the capital status. So, next time you're chatting about New York, impress your friends with this little nugget of trivia. Who would have thought that the world-famous New York City isn't the capital of its own state? Now let's summarize the most surprising facts. Get ready for a quick recap of the most astonishing facts about New York. Starting off with the fact that New York City, the city that never sleeps, is not the capital of New York State. Yes, you heard right. Albany holds that title. Then there's the mesmerizing diversity of the city. With over 800 languages spoken and neighborhoods that are a cultural mosaic, New York is a world within a world. From Little Italy to Chinatown, every street corner is a testament to the city's rich cultural heritage. Next up is the city's cuisine. The Big Apple is a foodie's paradise, offering a smorgasbord of cuisines from around the globe. Whether you crave a classic New York-style pizza, a hot dog from a street vendor, or an exquisite fine dining experience, New York has it all. Times Square, the city's beating heart, sees more foot traffic than any other tourist attraction in the world. It's a 24/7 spectacle of lights, billboards, and bustling crowds, making it a true symbol of the city that never sleeps. From Times Square to Wall Street, the city's population is another standout. With over 8 million residents, New York City is the most populous city in the United States. It's a city of dreamers, doers, and innovators. Broadway, the museums, the bridges, and Central Park each contribute to the city's grandeur, making it a destination like no other. And let's not forget the subway system. With over 470 stations, it's one of the largest public transportation systems in the world. The Statue of Liberty, an enduring symbol of freedom, and the city's skyline, one of the most recognizable in the world, are iconic landmarks that make the Big Apple truly unique. Lastly, the nickname, the Big Apple. It's a moniker that has stood the test of time, and despite popular belief, it has nothing to do with the city's love for apples. And that concludes our countdown of the top 15 mind-blowing facts about New York. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Big Apple.